So, how are you guys feeling after this full moon in Pisces eclipse energy? Because I have to share my experience with you guys. It's been wild, okay? I've been having a lot of sleepless nights just leading up to this, like a lot of insomnia, right? But I noticed last night I would wake up, go to sleep, wake up, toss and turn, um, and just it was wild. But what's crazy is I had so many dreams in different types of dreams. They weren't connected, like different segments. I saw people in my dreams clearly. I it's deep because you know how sometimes you can have dreams and they're not the clearest. Like I saw these individuals very clearly, and it was almost like I was just like astral traveling. At one point in one of the dreams, I saw someone who I know, and I almost felt like I wasn't supposed to be there. It was almost like I jumped to a timeline in their life. And I felt so uncomfortable, like, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be here. If they see me, they're going to be like, why are you, like, how are you here? Because we're not close like that. And I almost felt like I was eavesdropping into this person's life by dream. And it was a future version of themselves. It's almost like I'm not close to this person, but I knew what was going on or what is going on in their life. And I was there and I remember that she saw me, and when she saw me, she was like, Taylor, like, what are you doing here? And I was like, I don't really know. It was very interesting. And then it jumped to another portion where she was talking to me. I had a lot of different dreams last night. It was very interesting. But yesterday, you guys, I felt it was weird. I felt very sleepy, which I was like, okay, maybe Pisces, very dreamy, watery energy. And I've been feeling emotional with the days leading up to yesterday. So I was like, is my cycle about to start? Like, what's really going on? And it clicked to me and said, it's all the energy that's happening. So I had this elaborate ritual in my head that I was going to do yesterday. Did it happen? Not quite. Because I just felt so tired. And I managed to get some cleaning done. I managed to get some things done, which I can't even remember now. That's how like otherworldly I feel right now. Like I got some stuff done yesterday, but I just felt so drained. So I needed to make coffee because I just felt that like sleepy. And there were some things that I wanted to get done that I didn't get done. But then I heard in my spirit, you need to be in water. Like you really need to be in water. And I was like, okay, I need to go to water then. And it clicked to me. I had a session left because I used to do float therapy a lot, like 2 years ago. And it clicked to me, I had one session left, and I had been saving it for a day where I felt like I really needed it. And I heard in my spirit, use it today, like use it today. So I went and did that yesterday during the full moon eclipse. And if any of you guys, well, for those of you who've never had or never tried float therapy, it's very unique. It's a different experience because some people don't like being closed into tight spaces or confined, which I usually don't like. But you kind of get used to it, and it's like everything is just turned off. The noise is turned off, and you're just in this dark, like little egg, like seashell, like shaped, tub, but it closes down over you. And I just turned off all the lights and I just sat there for an hour, and then well, you don't sit there, you lay there, you float for an hour in salt water, and you just so much salt, you guys, like you can burn your eyes, like you just it's amazing. It's amazing, but you float and you just lay there. And when I tell you guys the things I saw, while I was in there, let's just say I was trying to fall asleep. I was trying to fall asleep in there. But instead, it's like my physical body shut down and my third eye, my crown chakra ignite. Like it just took off. It was like I was awake, and then it's just like all astral. And some of the visions and some of the things I saw are like, this is the crazy thing, are visions and dreams that are picking up from like 2-3 years ago. The last time let's see, not the last time, one of the times I went and I got a MRI done, I had remembered being visited by, and I get a little nervous on what I can share on here because some people are quick to judge me, like, oh, you're going through spiritual cycles, blah, 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 because they don't understand certain things, right? But I don't think you're crazy, but I'm going to share a little bit. Last time I had a visitation from them, well, just from what I can remember, was like Lemurian, like mer beings, which is why I go by the whole mermaid theme, because I was visited several times by mer beings, which are like Lemurian or Atlantis creatures that have came to me and have like guided me or shown me things. And each time they've done this has been a significant time in my life, something that, like there's been change or transformation. And so this time it happened, and I knew I was having some work done on my spiritual body as well, because they showed that to me. And let's just say those beings weren't just the only beings that were, there. Um, I knew Archangel Metatron was present, but I also knew that there was another being that I work with. Um, that's that's a whole nother story. I don't feel called to share there, but they were there, and I knew that I was getting some sort of upgrade. Like I was getting some sort of help because my spirit hasn't really been wanting to be here just physically on earth, because my 3D life, this soul contract that apparently I signed up for, has been very grueling, has been very grim, and very tiresome, and just heavy and dark. And so I've been going through just a lot where physically I've been just wanting to escape and not be here, but that's not what we signed up for. Like, that's not the point of life. Like you're not supposed to be trying to escape life. You're supposed to live life and experience these lessons. So that's been the trickiest part, is that things have been so heavy in my world that it's like and then it's hard because like I'm not seeing a way through, or not seeing a way that things could get better for me. So it's been really rough. So that's like my 3D self. So with that being said, I've been like connecting a lot more with healing things that are coming up for me in matters of death and rebirth and depression and anxiety and fear and inner child trauma and attachment and detachment and thinking logically, but also following your heart and listening to your intuition, discernment, trying to be able to read people and know if they're really trying to help you or take advantage of you, faith, hope, the lack of faith, the lack of hope, trying to believe in miracles when you kind of don't see a way logically, So these are things, and a lot of paperwork, a lot of speaking to different attorneys, like a lot of calling people, a lot of trying to figure out how I can bring more income into my pocket, finding a way to keep my house. So my brain has been everywhere, and it clicked to me that that was also too much. So I needed a healthy balance of, okay, we do a little bit of work, but we also need to rest and play. So I think it's ironic that my guides, my angels, wanted me to go and do flow therapy so that they could help me. Um, because it seems like what I've been going through in 3D has been very heavy, and they're trying to remind me that I have a purpose and a reason to be here. And I really need to just get grounded and get centered and cleanse my energy and recharge and see things from a different perspective. And to remember that I'm a multi-dimensional being, and that this is just one small aspect of, I guess, this journey of my soul. So there's that. And then also, they've been really big on teaching me about, the dark and the light, and this dark integration and the shadow work is necessary, for me. And a lot of my life has been a lot of shadow work and heavy work, but this is a very important time for me, in calling back my power and really knowing my worth and knowing my power. And once again, remembering we all are multi-dimensional beings, and that, we're bigger than what this 3D world is, giving us. So there's that, we're bigger than this, and we're better than this, and we shall overcome.